Hi friends! Air permeability of fabrics is a measure of how much the fabric allows air to pass. The aim of the test is to determine the flow of speed of air passing through the testing piece, of which the conditions such as the testing area, fall of pressure and time are identified. This test can be applied to all fabrics, in particular industrial fabrics, non-woven fabrics and textile products with air permeability. Actually, air permeability depends on fabric weight, thickness and porosity. Air permeability measurements are done with an air permeability testing device. There are sample holder sections in the device. These can be 5 square centimeters, 20 square centimeters, 50 square centimeters, or 100 square centimeters. Today, we will work with an area of 20 square centimeters. The device must be calibrated before being used. To do this, I'm inserting the calibration plate into the experiment unit. Then, I'm setting the unit to 1 square meter per second and the pressure to 200 pascals on the screen of the device. If the value shown on the screen is not 0, I'm pressing this button to reset to 0. I then apply the test to the calibration plate. I can adjust the airflow with the buttons here. Airflow values are adjustable from 1 up to 8. When the airflow indicator values show green, the test is appropriate for the sample. We use the 6th air flow for the calibration plate, and if it shows a value of 374 liters which pass through a square meter per second, it means that the device measures accurately. After the calibration, we can test our samples. We place the sample on the ground. It is important not to take the specimen from wrinkled places and places where there are folding traces. Furthermore, the sample must have been conditioned under the standard atmospheric conditions in advance. It is also important to make sure that the measurement points are no closer to the selvage than 15 centimeters. As specified in standards, the conditions for test specimens can be 20 square centimeters area, 200 pascals, and how many liters pass through a square meter per second, or how many liters pass through a square millimeter per second. Now, we examine how many liters pass through a square meter per second. We test the sample in this way. Likewise, we choose the appropriate airflow from 1 to 8. At the moment, this is a suitable airflow, but to see those that are not appropriate, we change it in this way. For example, the red light is on here at the 7th airflow. To understand that it is the right airflow, the light must be green. This applies to the 8th airflow as well. When we adjust it to the 6th airflow, we see that the light becomes green. This shows that this is the right airflow. But I want to underline one more point. I retest the sample. As shown, after a while, red becomes stable at some point, and it becomes dark red. Dark red gives the actual result of the sample. We are waiting for dark red to obtain the test result. Then, The airflow value is read on the screen. The test must be repeated on 10 samples from different sections of the fabric in order to make sure that this process represents the whole sample. The arithmetic mean of the tests is given as the result of the experiment.